Hey guys, let's look at inserting data into a table using our SSMS or our SQL Server Management Studio tool before we move on to anything else. Let's go ahead and take a look at this now. Let's go ahead and open everything up. Go to our Server Management Studio. We'll go ahead and connect. We're going to expand our database folder to find the database we want to work with, which we'll use the one we worked on last time. Now we're going to expand that as well. And we're going to expand our tables as well. Not that there's a lot there to expand. And to view our tables, actually to work with our tables, we're going to right-click on our table and we're going to select Edit, or Edit Top 200 Rows. And when that runs, we should be able to have an area to work in. Now we have the ability to enter data into our, into the last row of the table, and that's how we are going to insert data. So let's just do something real quick. We'll just add an arbitrary record here in our planets database, in our planets table. Alright, let's go ahead and add a individual ID of, let's see, we'll just enter 1, and we'll hit tab, we'll call that Mercury. For our planet name, we're going to give it a planet type of, we'll just call it hot, because it's so close to the sun. We're going to give it a radius of 500 miles. And tab over, and we're going to say that that was created, even though this is just a fictitious amount. We're just going to call that let's call April 1st, 1912. And now we've added more information into our table. That's how easy it is to insert data using your SQL Server Management Studio. Now let's say we want to use an SQL statement instead to modify or insert data into our database. Let's go ahead and do that as well. We're going to right click here, we're going to hit Edit. We're going to select. Now we see that we have our SQL window here. Let's go ahead. Alright, so we're going to use this SQL statement to insert our data into our planets table here. So we're going to insert into planets the values. We're going to just give this a arbitrary number 15. We're going to call it Billy Bob Toon. It is an inner type planet with a radius of 2,000 miles and was created on 4/21/1920 during the Depression. So let's go ahead and execute our SQL script here. And we see that we have one row was affected. Let's go ahead and go back and look at our information and see the information we just put in. And you can see Billy Bob Toon was created there as we expected. Now, it's not necessary to put all of the column names, but if you want to make sure that you don't mess up in case you got a lot of them, you can put those in your statement, in your SQL statement. You could have listed them all up here. Like I said, it's not necessary to put it into your insert statement, but you can. So let's just paste that there. And you can see that I have all the column names listed: individual ID, planet name, planet type, radius, time created, and we'll just put a new entry in there. We'll just give this number 11 just to put one in. And we'll just call it newbie. We will go ahead and execute, and we should get the same result where we have one row has been affected. And of course I typed something wrong. Let's take a look and find our mistake. Okay, not just jumps out at me right away. It's looking at the master database rather than the class database. So let's choose class. Let's execute again. One row affected as we expected. So as you're working here with your SQL Server Management Studio, just be wary of what you're working in. And there's newbie, as we expected. So that's it for inserting data.